Good morning, everyone, and welcome. So today I'm using leftover roast from Easter dinner. You know, we were blessed to have actually a full roast, and it's going to be days before we finish it off. So I'm going to be making something from this, and I believe the English call it bubble and squeak. I don't know. It's just something I put together from leftovers. And you can use whatever meat you have. You could even use chicken. Or if you don't like meat, don't add the meat. So it's usually from leftovers. And as you can see, I'm just kind of cutting the meat up to bite-sized pieces. Yep, there we go. Little bite-sized pieces. There we go. Alright, so the vegetables are pretty much in nice chunks, but I don't know, maybe a little bit bigger than what I need. So I'm going to just cut those, just run my knife through it like this. If it's still too big, I can kind of cut it up with the spatula. No problem. Alright, so let's go over to the stove. Alright, so my skillet's been heating on medium low, and so now I turned it to medium, and I'm going to pour just like not quite a tablespoon of oil. Okay, my handle's hot because it's been heating. I let it heat a little bit. So let me get something to handle this with. Handle the handle. And please excuse me if my stove is a little dirty. I need to clean it. So I usually keep it wiped down, but it was the weekend. Okay, any excuse. So anyway, let me go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and put the meat in there, and we just want to kind of get some color on this meat. And so this chunk, I want it a little smaller, so I'll just use the spatula to do that. So you can see how fast it gets a little color on it. But that caramelization will give the dish a little more flavor. Get it to flip on me. There we go. Yeah, and it also helps with the texture. Alright, I think that's good. So I'm going to go ahead and add the vegetables. It's a lot of water. That's okay, because it'll evaporate. If you do it, just make sure you don't, get anything splashed on you. That is kind of hot. So, like I said, some of these are still kind of in big chunks. And you want everything in reasonably bite-sized pieces. So here are my onions. So I don't know. I might just have to separate those. They'll be alright. So he's kind of big, so let's get him kind of smaller. Alright, so you want to heat everything pretty much through on the skillet. Yeah, and I spilt some, so I have more to clean. I promise once the grate cools down, I'll wipe I will wipe my stove off. Okay, let's get this guy a little smaller. So yeah, so I had sweet potatoes and potatoes in here. I don't know about y'all, but I love sweet potatoes. And I actually have a video on sweet potato pie. I got all kinds of videos on sweet potatoes if you want to watch them. So yeah. Okay, I think this is pretty much heated through now. And of course the sweet potato, once you cook that, it kind of falls apart, but that's all right. You know, it's all flavor. It's all going to be so good. All right, so now we're going to switch over. I'm going to put this to low and let it do what it do. And I'm going to take you over to the countertop. All right, so we're back at the countertop, and we're going to get the eggs ready. And so what's going to happen is I'm going to add a little seasoning salt and a little Italian seasoning. Now you could also use poultry seasoning or sage, whatever seasoning you like. Now personally I like the poultry, but my mom, she likes the Italian, so mom wins out. So we just sprinkle a little bit. And you know, I think I've said before, if you watch my channel, I like using these Italian seasonings and such because it already has a good blend of different types of herbs and spices. So that's one less thing I got to worry about. Some people prefer to make their own, but it kind of costs money to invest in all those spices. And then if you don't use them quickly, then the spices kind of lose their flavor. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and add some milk. So this are 3 large eggs. You could use 2. You know, it just depends on, you know, how many people you're serving, you know, how big of a meal you really want. Alright, so let me go ahead and mix this up. And I gotta hurry up because my skillet, I want to go ahead and turn my skillet off for now because I'm using an iron skillet and it just attracts heat and gets hotter and hotter and hotter as it goes. Alright, so we got this all mixed up and we're going to add this to the skillet. Okay, so we're back at the skillet. I kind of knocked that off there. There we go. So we're back here at the skillet. And I'm going to go ahead and scrape the bottom, get all that good flavor off there. And I actually turned the heat off, but you can hear that the skillet is still really hot. So I'm going to go ahead and add the eggs, and that'll actually bring the temperature down a little bit. And then I might be able to cook the eggs without turning the heat back on. But if I need more heat, I'll just turn the gas back on. Alright, so I'm going to give it one more stir before I add it. There we go. So we'll mix everything up. So I think we're going to have to add just a little low heat there. Yeah, but did you see how adding those eggs and milk brought the temperature? I don't know if you could see, but you could hear the temperature. So, you know, when you cook, you do use all your senses, your hearing, your smell, eyesight, you know, taste. Sometimes it's the feel, depending on what you're making. Even like when I go through here, I can, you know, have a feel for what's going on at the bottom of the skillet. Alright. So I don't know if you can hear it. We got a lot of wind today in Indiana. Yeah. So while this is cooking, I do want to give a shout out to the Isaacs family in New York City. You know, I found out about your loss last night, and I'm going to tell you, my heart is broken too. So, you know, I didn't get to meet Dee in person, but she touched my life. And, you know, I learned a lot from her. And those are lessons I'm going to carry with me for life. So, let's go ahead and finish this off. But you can see how just a few ingredients here has, this is enough food for 4 people. You could add, you know, put this on top of rice, or you could, put it on top of toast or biscuits. I think I'm gonna like get some biscuits out of the freezer. I keep a bag of pre-made biscuits, and then I just thaw them out as I need them. Yeah, I microwave them, but you could put them in the oven with forethought. Okay, so it's just about done. So I'm going to go ahead and turn off the skillet, and then I'm going to get my biscuits ready and then finish this up. I'll be right back. Alright, so here we go. I have my biscuit. I just microwaved it. And I'm going to go ahead and put some of the, I don't know if you want to call it bubble and squeak. I don't know if that's how they really do it in England or not, but it's how I do it. And so there you go. It looks kind of weird, but I promise you this is really good. So I'm not gonna do this is Mom's plate, because I'm not gonna do the carbs with the biscuit today. Let me go ahead and I'm gonna try a little bite, and I'll tell you how it is. Here we go. Want a bite? All right. Yeah, it's actually quite flavorful, especially, you know, whenever you cook something like a roast and other things, letting it sit overnight really brings something to the dish. So I'm going to put just a little sprinkle of cheese on top as well to kind of, I don't know, it adds flavor to it, and also it adds like a little calcium and all those other good vitamin D and all that cheese has. But just a sprinkle, you don't need a lot. And so there we have it. So again, you know, I want to do a shout out to the Isaacs family. And if my videos are helpful to you, please tell other people about them. Share, like, subscribe. It really is my heart to help everyone. So you guys stay safe out there. Wash your hands, sanitize, and all that good stuff. Take care.